Welcome guys, it looks like this will be my last visit to Sealed, Wilds of Eldraine. This will be my 5th one. Let's just go for it. Okay, we get 7 rares this time. So I've seen, I had Dawn of Hope on a couple of days ago, and I used it in an enchantments-based deck. I don't think it actually did very much. I may have drawn one card with it and maybe made one soldier. You have to get the right kind of game with Dawn of Hope. It has to be a long, grindy game with lots of mana available, which does not always happen. Interesting card though. So in those kinds of games, it's fantastic, of course. Look at the land first. So we have a blue-red land. It's a creature land. It becomes a 2/1 elemental. But has first strike on your turn. Okay. Sure. And whenever it attacks, you scry for 1. That's quite nice. It's only 2 mana to activate, so it's not that bad. You can start hitting with it on turn 3 maybe, if you've got nothing better to do. I think I'll just go to cards I've seen already. So I managed to get 2 copies of Twining Twins already. This is a 4/4 Flying Vigilance Ward 1 for 4 mana. And it has an adventure as well, so those stats are just really good for 4 mana, I would say. The adventure is a white instant for 2 mana. Exile target non-token creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So it's instant speed. You can use that to save your own creatures. You can use it to remove an enemy creature from combat. So you might you can basically fog an enemy creature so it doesn't do you damage or doesn't kill one of your creatures, or remove a blocker. You might just want to use it to trigger an enter the board effect on one of your creatures. So it's pretty nice. And we've got Dawn of Hope as well, so maybe a blue-white deck could be good with that. We've also got we've got the blue-red land. We've got a blue-red card here, Scalding Viper. I did see this before. So it's a 2/1 for 2, but it's got an adventure that lets you it's sorcery speed, but you can bounce a permanent to its owner's hand. It's a boomerang effect. It's sorcery, so it's not as good if it's sorcery speed, but still it's nice. And then the creature ability, whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, Scalding Viper deals 1 damage to that player. Yeah, okay. It can do a little bit of direct. It can punish your opponent's cheap spells a little bit. And you can play it on, maybe play it on turn 2, so it doesn't bowl me over that much, but it's like a little bit like a Mana War. So that's the 2/2 for 3 bounce target creature. So this, yeah, you're paying 4 basically. Bounce a creature, play a 2/1. So yeah, basically it's like a Mana War. I guess I've seen Lord Skitter before. I must already have a Lord Skitter. I notice I was just watching a CGB video with the World Championship deck, and it's actually running a couple of Lord Skitters. So it looks like a 3/3 for 3 for a legendary. Whenever another rat enters the battlefield under control, exile up to 1 target card from an opponent's graveyard. Okay, so it's Graveyard Hate. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature cannot block. Cool. Really cool. Okay, makes a creature every single combat phase, right? Well, on your turn. Yeah, great card. So we'll look at the black card here, Rankle's Prank. 2 black and 2 for a sorcery. Choose 1 or more. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Okay, so it hits both of us, but this might be the last card in my hand, and if I'm really lucky, I might be able to get 2 of my opponent's cards. My opponent might be on 4 life, and I might be on 5 life. I might not have any creatures. My opponent might have 2 creatures. That's going to be, tell you what, that's in my games. That's often the case. He's killed all my creatures, and he's hitting me with a couple of things. So yeah, a double edict basically on my opponent. That sounds good. And we have a blue-black card here, so we've got some good black cards. We've got a good blue card here. Faerie Shapeshifter, 1/1 flying. So it's nice that, first of all, Faerie triggers other cards in the set that like having fairies around. So 1/1 flyer, you can tap it to draw a card and discard a card. Okay, that's really good for just a 2 mana 1/1 flyer. And then X mana Likeness Looter becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with mana value X, except it has flying and this ability. Okay. Nice, yeah. Copy something in your graveyard. Maybe copy your Lord Skitter Sewer King so you can keep making rats. Or your Twining Twins. So, yeah, I'm a bit more impressed with, I guess, blue and black. We could splash white, so we can use our Swift Spiral. But, yeah, Dawn of Hope, I don't think is that good. Scalding Viper is okay. So not, yeah. So I think it's looking like a blue-black deck. Hopefully we've got good blue-black cards to support it. In fact, let's look at blue and black first. That makes sense to me. Okay, I've not seen this guy. Aquatic Alchemist. For 3 mana, put target instant sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay. Recycle those spells. Seems okay. And then for 2 mana, it's a 1/3. If you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, he gets +2 power, so he's like a 3/3. Okay. Maybe that might be playable, I think. I mean, it's a 1/3. It's like a defensive. The floor for this card is a 1/3 for 2. So he's a pretty defensive card, basically. Okay, freeze in place, we like. It scries 2 as well as tapping something down. Gadwick's first Duel. Okay, great. So 2 mana removal. You give Cursed Roll to any creature. So you're taking out one of your opponent's creatures. Then it's scrying for 2. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with mana value 3 or less this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This just seems like a really great saga for 2 mana. Pretty excited about that. I was going to go through this and select the bombs, the removal cards, and the evasion cards. So Gadwick's first Duel is removal. Freeze in place is removal. Aquatic Alchemist is sort of a utility card. I wouldn't include that. That's going to be filler, basically, if we need it later on. Hatching Plans. I see. They've really, so this is bargain fuel, basically. If you can sacrifice this, you draw 3 cards. That's very, very situational. But we've got, if you look over here, we've got 2 Ice Outs. That's the blue bargain card. Well, I don't know if there's probably other ones. Yeah, there is the Diminisher Witch as well. Wow, we've got 2 of those. But yeah, Hatching Plans, we don't add that just yet. If we get enough bargain cards, we can add it. Living Lectern. I'm pretty impressed with this card. I tried playing it before, but I don't think I ever drew it. But it's a 0/4. You can sacrifice to give something a sorcerer roll token. The sorcerer roll token means you can scry for 1 when the creature attacks. That seems good. And you draw a card when you sacrifice this as well. So, yeah, it's pretty defensive. I like defensive cards. I think if you've got big plans, they can help help you live long enough to execute the big plans. Right, so you need to bargain this to get the cursed roll attached to one of your opponent's creatures. So this is removal, I say. We get both of those. Ice Out is a counter spell. It's sort of removal. Quick Study's just card draw. Twining Twins is evasion. It's got flying. We like that. The Transmuter. So this also creates curse rolls. We have, how many curse rolls is that? 4. Pretty cool. And wow, we have 3 Beluna's Gatekeepers. So this can bounce a small creature for 2 mana. It's only at sorcery speed, but that can slow down my opponent a bit. I think we count that as removal, and we play all 3 of these, honestly. The Scalding Viper can bounce things, so I will just add that. Tempest Heart, draw 2, discard 2. It is just a big creature. Likeness Looter is good, we like that. We might play a Restless Spy, you never know. And we look at black. Let's see, so Shrouded Shepherd has a black adventure, that's why that's there. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 till end of turn. That could be pretty nasty, actually. And then otherwise it's a 2/2. I see you can pump something for 2. Yeah. I'll think about that. We have a Faerie Dreamthief, so that's because that's got evasion. That's good. Okay, not dead after all. Probably skip it for now. Another flyer for 2. This gets lifelink if you have another fairy, so that's one of our pals. Candy Grapple is removal. Feed the Cauldron is removal. Lord Skitter is a bomb, I think. Sweettooth Witch is direct damage. You can burn people down using food, so I think that is a good card. Harriet's Whisper. Okay, yeah, discard 2. Your opponent discards 2. I think no. No to that one. Fell Horseman is good. Yeah, get a creature back from the graveyard and play the Fell Horseman. Basically a grave digger, so that's good. And Rankle's Prank we had a look at. Yeah, there's a lot of situations where that's going to be good. Gingerbread Hunter. Yeah, so that's a removal with a big creature attached to it. Yeah, and these off-color ones, we're probably not going to play them, but I'm going to go through every color and just see if there's some amazing uncommons in the other colors, which might change my decision. Frost Bridge Guard taps things down, so that's pretty good. Okay, I like the Hopeful Vigil. That's quite good. And it can scry for 2, find lands for you. But we'll skip it for now. Creature tokens, +1/+1 and vigilance. There's a removal spell in white. Okay, Return Triumphant. Haven't seen that before, so that resurrects something. Cheap. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, the Discerning Financier. Does a bit of card draw. Under certain conditions. That might be fantastic, actually. We've got the Pie Wielder. We've got Grasp of Fate. That's a removal. Knight of Dawn. I did try this in an enchantments deck. I think I made one bird token with it. Protective Parents I tried as well. The Celebrant. I think that is good. I like bouncing my own stuff and scrying. Stroke of Midnight. I see, yeah, that's a nice removal spell. Twin Veil Guide is a flyer, which we like as well. Ash Party Crasher. 2/2 haste. Oh, and he gets a permanent counter if there are 2 non-land permanents entering the battlefield. Yeah, that just seems good actually. I'd include that. And Sir Armont. You don't include this because it's situational. You need enchanted creatures basically. Right, look at red. Torch the town. That's got 2 of those. Yep. Right, catch a trainee, pretty good. Makes rats. Skewer Slinger has reach. That's quite good. I do like reach creatures. I think I include a cheap reach creature. Ogre Warrior. Basically, he's got evasion because he can get menace quite easily. Flicker Coin is only 1 damage. I think we skip that. Skip that one. Cut in. Wow, 4 damage. Yes. That's a lot of red removal then. Okay. Corvold and the Noble Thief. Makes treasure tokens and then you can play your opponent's cards. Which is... it's kind of convoluted, I think. I'm not sure it's very good. Because it's turn 4 before you can cast it. It's too late in a lot of games. Bit do nothingy this one. Green. Okay. Yep, helps you get land out. That's good. Definitely good. Combat trick. So I'll skip it. No. Okay, so this is like an Octabia Orangutan for 2 mana. I say yes, I think that is a good card. Okay, you draw a card when this enters the battlefield. It's a potential card draw engine, but it's, situational, so skip it. Same with Garrick's Uprising. Hollow Scavenger. Yeah, not bad. Good with a food deck, but we'll skip it. Return from the Wilds. Actually, does quite a lot of stuff. Ramps out land. Yeah, I like ramp cards, so I think that's good. Werefox is good because it bestows evasion on things and it's got evasion. We've got 2 Howling Gale Fangs. Okay. Yeah, these are good. The Sky Beast Tracker, probably good for a food deck. I do like Reach, but maybe this guy's too expensive for that. That guy's pretty good. The Worm's pretty good. It's got Reach. Then we have a big creature here that's got basically a disenchant on it. Yes, that is good. Okay, artifacts. Colourless. Crystal Grotto is fantastic, so is Evolving Wilds. Ginger Brute has evasion, I guess, so that makes it good. Yeah, anyway, that's a first pass through the deck. Still thinking blue and black looks good, but we did notice red has 5 removal spells, which was quite impressive. Anyway, I'll call that end of part 1, and I'll have a bit of a think about that. So thanks for watching so far. Okay, yeah, I put together the blue and black deck. I decided I'm going to chuck in a Plains for just for the Twining Twins adventure. Because we got 2 Evolving Wilds to try and find the Plains. Otherwise, we just have Crystal Grotto, and that does not seem enough to actually cast that adventure at all. So that's the reasoning there. And it was actually pretty easy to make it the blue and black deck. I took out all the other colours, and I had 39 cards. So I was able to add back in something. I think I've added in 1 Aquatic Alchemist. I think 1's enough. I actually dropped a Sweettooth Witch for the Alchemist, now I think about it. I must have added something else. If we have a quick look through, we might be able to figure out what that was. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, no, I know exactly what it was. I added in the hatching plans. So the plan here, we play this, we try and sacrifice it to a bargain card, and then we draw 3 cards. We've got, I think, 5 bargain cards, if I'm not mistaken. Candy Grapple is 1. 2 Diminisher Witches, so that's 3. 2 Ice Outs, so 5. We've got 5 bargain cards. I think that's a pretty good number. I think it means it's worth trying hatching plans. And this can be our card draw plan. I mean, if you compare it to Quick Study, this always gets you 2 cards for 3 mana. But it's not very exciting. I think I want to try to hatch some plans here and see if we can get an extra card for 1 less mana, and also get a bargain, something that can fuel my bargain. Seems like a good deal. Yeah. So I'm just going to go for it. And I think, yeah, I've gone for 1 Aquatic Alchemist and 1 Sweettooth Witch. I think 1 of each seems fair. I think otherwise I have 1 more 3-drop than 2-drop than 2 drops. So you will probably want the extra 2-drop than the extra 3-drop. Is my reasoning. So just to have a slightly smoother, more consistent curve. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, looks like we're doing Evolving Wilds for a swamp. Can maybe bounce 2 of his early creatures. Got a Living Lectern as an early blocker as well. Oh, he's going to ramp things out, and he's probably not even going to play anything cheap. In which case, we will need our Cursed Roll cards. So if he didn't play anything, I can play a Living Lectern here. Okay. Oh, it's Nightmare. Oh dear. Discarded card. Okay, we need to hit 6 mana for our big creatures. I can't, in good conscience, discard a land. Fell Horseman can bring back one of my big creatures. So, I discard one of the big creatures. There we go, and I draw the 3rd one from the deck. That's okay. This is a sorcery, is it not? Yeah. So, I think, on balance, we don't want this guy to ramp out something. So I think he's going to go back to his hand. It might slow him down, we'll see. He could potentially have had this turn. I think we want the Likeness Looter now. And we'll bounce this again. Zero Four can attack. Might be time to sacrifice this and then put that on the looter. Oh, the loot. Oh, yeah. For 6 mana, I could copy that as well if I get to 6 mana. He gets the scry for 2. He's really looking for land now. Okay. Now, let's just figure this out. So, yeah. That's really cool, isn't it? I should definitely sacrifice this. Give it sorcery roll. Oh, that's unlike land. Perfect. We want to start the beat down. I haven't looked at my graveyard yet. Yeah, it's the 6 mana thing. Right. Still need 1 more mana, actually. Perfect. We found a mana on top. And we'll play a Sweettooth Witch. And we've out-ramped the ramp deck, I think. Just by bouncing his mana dude. and, well, also the fact that he couldn't draw any land did help us quite a bit, to be honest. Rankle's Prank, we could make him sacrifice that if we, well, we'd have to lose our creatures. Not a good deal. Right, let's attack and scry yet another land. We probably don't need land number 7 though, so I can put that back. Haven't really done anything spectacular in this game, other than just draw more lands than my opponent. To be honest, that's the but we got to see the just bouncing the mana dork strategy in action. Rankle's Prank. I can. You know what? I'm nearly out of cards. I can actually make him discard 2. He's got his Beanstalk one. Yeah, it's fair. And it trades off now with the Gatekeeper. I could Rankle's Prank and keep the Gatekeeper and swing for 6. Take a land out of the deck. Oh, let's have a Plains. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because these two are going to trade off, basically. That's the situation, isn't it? Right. I can't get the perfect turn here, can I? No, I think I'm just going to attack like that. If I've got... Okay, Grotto, not needed. It could have been good for actually emptying the hand, though. That is one thing. Oh, yeah, I missed that, didn't I? It's got reach. Sure. It's playing 6 damage through. I'll play another Gatekeeper. Okay, it's a blocker. Actually, we kind of need a swamp on top if we want to do a double spell here of Horseman and then a Rankle's Prank. Oh, he's got a big creature now. Okay. Right, yeah, so we can exile something now. Yeah, let's exile his creature. That was back end of turn, doesn't it? And then we just win, don't we? Okay, 4 lands. I think this deck definitely likes a few more lands. It's basically 2 removal things. This has got Scry 2 on it as well, but it's a cursed roll card. So, in fact, all 3 of these are basically removal. I'm going to keep this. The other day I had a 3-lander with Crystal Grotto. I played it first, and I shipped a forest to the bottom of the deck, and then I didn't draw another land for 5 turns. So, but I think I don't know. Actually, we've got 6 mana things. I tell you what, we won't play the Crystal Grotto. I think that's the easy option. Sort of. There you go. We get to 5 land. Let's play a swamp. And we're very, very reactive indeed. So we're waiting for him to do something. Okay. Good, right. Oh, so it's just base power and toughness. It still gets his ability, which is actually going to be really good on this. So we don't want to turn this into a frog. In fact, that's slightly over the top to do Candy Grapple. Yeah, probably, but it's a growing threat that's going to get quite scary quite quickly, so I'm going to get rid of it. Knight of Doves as well. Another payoff for the graveyard. For the graveyard? For the enchantments going to graveyard. So now we have 6 land in total. Now we play a Crystal Grotto and get rid of any extra land. Okay, so that's something useful. And I believe we are just going to start bouncing this guy. So another thing we don't really care about the stat line on this, it's the ability on the card. We get to 5 land, we're going to play our creature. And we're going to bounce again. Because we can. It's not particularly big or clever, but is back with Warehouse Tabby. Right, so he's going to chuck all the enchantments into the graveyard now. Just thinking, how good is Rankle's Prank now? Because I could kill both of these. I would lose both my cards. He'd lose. Well, I don't have to discard my cards. I'm going to swing in the air like this. You could instantly dump an enchantment in the graveyard. I'd have been in trouble. I'd have lost that. We'll just play our big creatures out and see how it goes, I think. So he's... I feel he's flooded. He's just been playing lands. He's got 7 lands out. We need to see a big creature, don't we? Oh, it gains Death Touch. That's the idea. Yeah, no, we won't block that. Twisted Witch. Okay. Oh god. Rat with Wicked Roll. So suddenly he's got a lot of choices with blocking. We have a target. We have a target, so that's got some power and toughness. We can take that down a peg. And then, oh, the rat cannot block as well. He's actually only got 4 power worth of blockers, now I think about it. So we could actually play another Gatekeeper here. I think that's what we want to do. Big thwack. Another Gatekeeper. Valor kills one of them, right. Okay. Big hit. Take 8 damage. And kills my flyer. That, okay. Oh, we are nearly dead. He's out. He's managed to empty his hand. Okay, I guess we... don't think we die next round. Okay, no, that's... he's got 2 extra power from Shrouded Shepherd. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. So I'm going to mute him. And swing in. That. 6. I have a Sweettooth Witch. I'm going to actually tap that because it never taps the Crystal Grotto. If I had 6 mana, I could Rankle's Prank and hit him for 2. Isn't that interesting? We do not have 6 mana. But let's do this. Try and take some power off the board and curse the witch. It's interesting. He's got... okay, you can have 2 aura rolls apparently. Didn't realise. I've got to stay above 4 life as well, if possible. Three, 5, okay. If I block that, then I'm taking 5. If I block a 2/2, oh no, past the blockers. That's what we're trying to do. Just block a rat. Trade off. When that goes to the graveyard, things happen. He gets a 1/1 white bird token. Okay, let's just check this. 2, 3, 6, 1, 5. I can do 2 damage. Yeah, okay, let's do it like that. Am I missing anything? There's a Sweettooth Witch, which does... It's a 2/3 menace. Okay, I'm going to shoot him for 2 damage. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that. Do the Sweettooth Witch. Target player, there we go. Sacrifice the food. Hope that we haven't miscalculated. He hasn't got a big life gain thing. It's the last card. Okay, makes a rat. Oh, I took a point of damage because of Wicked Roll. Damn it. I think I just lost the game. Or it's a draw, isn't it? I think we actually have a draw on our hands. If I'd blocked the 3 power guy, I'd have had 1 more life point. Curious to see what happens. Anyway, we just double checking. He's got 3 blockers there. We can't deal with his blockers. Can't gain any life anyway. Just look at Rankle's prank again. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, each player loses 4 life. Each player discards 2 cards. May as well do that. Maybe I lose life first, so I lose. Draw. What happens? Do we both get a loss? Because we both went to 0 life. That would be harsh. We should, like, get half a loss, right? Shouldn't we? Okay, 0 losses. Still on 1 win. Okay, yeah, I won the first one, didn't I? Still on 0 losses. Rankle's pranked to the rescue. Yeah, I did misplay that. I forgot Wicked Roll does you an extra point of damage when it goes to the graveyard. That was my mistake, and I could have blocked an extra point of damage. So I missed a win. Might be the first draw I've had in Limited. Okay, this is a good rollout. Look, we've got turn 1 Faerie. I can have a turn 2 Alchemist. Turn 4 Horseman. Yeah. Just going to run over my opponent with 1 power creatures. Surveil. Oh, yeah, I think we want that counter spell because we can cast that on turn 3. We can even sacrifice something. Yeah, I think I want more beat down from this guy. I'm not going to wait around and use the adventure. It's just going to fill out the curve. And we have counter magic. I'm very lucky to... If you've got counter spells, it's very nice to go first. Especially if it's a 3 mana counter spell. Sprite gets just out, easy peasy. Oh yeah, that gets popped up when I cast a thingy. Now, this feels bad, but I'm gonna play the 3/3 without the adventure, a really good adventure on this one, because I need to just win quickly here. They are tapped down. Okay, this thing can do a cursed roll, but it's also a 3/4 creature. So, yeah, we are just going to add to the beatdown. Whilst he tapped out, of course, he might have his own counter spells. 3. Become a 4/1. Living Lectern as well is pretty good. Okay, do we want to go for the island? So the question is, do we have double black in the deck? I don't think we do. I think I can go for the, I say island, I mean a plains. Yes, I'm going to go for the plains. Okay, so we can let's bounce the 2/3. That's very scary. And let's attack. I think we curse this after it takes damage. We can actually take him out. I think that's how it works. Yes, nice. I was joking when I said this is going to be an aggro rollout and it's going to overwhelm my opponent, but yeah, we top decked the right things. We top decked another. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we want the Candy Grapple. We're gonna cast that. Or not. All right, now, why is this not showing up? Because it's a 4-mana creature. That's why it's not showing up. That makes perfect sense, actually, doesn't it? Okay, we should. Yeah, never mind. We're going to attack with this guy and this guy. Actually, this guy and this guy as well. We'll punch through an extra point of damage. Fact, okay, he chump blocks there. Gadwick's first duel. Interesting, versus that one. Still has his ability. Yeah. Okay, yep, that'll do it. But yeah, that's all about going first and having a nice rollout. It just kind of sickening to watch. Been on the receiving end of that many a time. Good old first player advantage. Okay, we've got the right mana for Ice Out. I'm going first again, that's very important, and we've got a 2-drop creature, that's very important as well. That looks like a mulligan. What am I going to sacrifice with Diminisher Witch? That's a good question. Don't particularly have anything. Oh wow, Leyline of Sanctity. You have hexproof. Nice. I'm going to have to commend you on that one. Very nice. What do I have that targets my opponent? Nothing comes to mind. Over the flyer. Yeah, so this is a creature land. For 3 mana, becomes a 2/2 Ox. Whenever it attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's very cool. That's got to be one of the best creature lands. Mighty Giant, make a treasure token. Yeah, that's pretty good. Do we sit on a counterspell here, or do we play a Sweettooth Witch? He could play the Grabby Giant next turn. He's got his ramp card. I sit on the counterspell, I think. Around the counterspell. See if he's got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. I've also got freeze in place. This could help me dig for some land. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Count that. Take the bait. Because the giant does have reach, that can stop my flyer. Just get aggressive. Is it going to be the giant? No, I'm tapped out. It's a frantic fireball from the Sweettooth Witch. Oh, we top deck a land. That's very good indeed. We could put ice out on top of the deck. Which will probably persuade him to play as giant. It seems pretty gross to do this, so I'm doing it. It's just, obviously it gives him a window of opportunity now to play something. Comes the giant. He wants to keep his treasure for bargain, I suspect. Aha! What's that? What's that? Besotted Knight. Royal Roll token. Ah, so it has Ward 1. Okay. Fair enough. So that's so could ice out. Keep up ice out, I mean, for next turn. We could actually Diminisher Witch this guy. That might be the better policy here. Sacrifice the food. Pay 1. Attach curse roll. That's what we'll go for. has a 2/2 reach now, so I'm going to do no attacks. This can get pump up, can't it? Yeah. So that's a 3/3. For 4 mana, so there might not be many targets for Feed the Cauldron. We'd actually love to top deck an island now, so we can cast a freeze in place and keep up mana for ice out. Turn. Fantastic. We hit an island. Could actually also pump this for 3. I say keep up mana for ice out. That's not really going to work. Okay, let's attack with both. See what happens. Might want to trade with a 3/2. So what I learned today, the rolls don't cancel out if they're controlled by different players. They only cancel out if they're controlled by the same player. Sure, kind of makes sense. Sacrificing a land, okay. Drawing a card, probably doesn't need 5 land. I think that's pretty reasonable. One damage through. We can play our Alchemist. Keep up. Counter magic. We can feed the Cauldron on anything that is 3 mana or less. So we've got a couple of good options here. Stone Splitter Bolt on that for 3 damage. Okay. with 1 mana open. I think that earns a nice amount. I think I do want to keep my little flyer. I'm going to pump this guy up. I've got nothing much else to do with the mana. Hold up, feed the cauldron, but I've tapped. You see, I wanted to pretend I had another counter spell, but I should not have trusted the auto tapper there. Of course, it's kept black and blue open, which does make sense. He's got an evolving wilds there. Okay, and a 2/1 creature. Crystal Grotto, very nice. So, get to look at the top. We've got 6 mana now. I think we can lose the island. So this thing's 4 mana. Okay, so we can. I think we can pump this guy to. Bounce that. That's pumped to 3/3. And we could freeze this in place as well. Or we could trade off. I think we freeze in place because we want to... Oh yeah. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, another Gatekeeper. Beautiful. It's only your first spell each turn, so you didn't get pumped up to 5. I didn't read that card, but never mind. That's fine. Ginger Brew. Aggravated Assault. Oh, we get untap all creatures and additional combat phase, so interesting way he could have untapping that one. It's got haste, gets through. 5 mana to do that. How scared of that should I be? Now if I target that, he can now sacrifice it. Can't sacrifice the Ginger Brew though. I'm gonna thinking Gatekeeper. On the blocker. See if he sacrifices it. See if he puts the token. No, he doesn't sacrifice it. Okie doke. That's alright. Activate that. Get in for 5. It's getting pretty low. He can hit me for 8 damage. Does this also give haste? No. That has... Ah, we forgot about his creature land, didn't we? So that's 4 damage. Okay, so we just we can get him for 4 damage here if we feed the Cauldron. This blocker. He doesn't have enough mana to untap everything. He needs 2 mana to sacrifice that as well, I just realised. I forgot that he could... Oh no, he has to tap it to sacrifice it. Okay, nice. Up to 3 wins, so that's at least a 50-50 result. I mean, I got to do something horrendous that game. I got to recycle a counter spell, which is always very unpleasant for your opponent. Okay, we're actually low on blue here. Isn't that interesting? We have to pay the grotto tax. We're going second as well. We've got an ice owl, which is going to be very difficult to cast. But we've got turn 2 Barrow Naughty. Can maybe bounce on turn 3 with that. We're getting to scry. We're getting to draw an extra card. I think it's a keep. I'm going to scry straight away. Try and get to the islands. Oh, damn you! We can play that on turn 3, and that can draw and discard until we get an island. That's my logic. Okay, he's got something aggressive. I do not like that. Collector's Vault, what's that? Draw a card, then discard a card, create a treasure token. Okay, nice. But not aggressive, it's slow, I would say. We've just top decked one of our best cards, Lord Skitter Sewer King. I'm gonna play Lord Skitter because the sooner you play him out, the more rats he's gonna make. Dream Spoilers. Well, obviously I should have that in my deck. Oh yeah, they do -1/-1 on a creature. It can gobble up my rats. Well, let's we could play Evolving Wilds. We can. That's cannot be bounced. Obviously, play the looter. That's gonna get killed, I would guess. Okay, Evolving Wilds for an island, because not having an island is very silly indeed. One of the things we can do here I think it is just bounce the 2/2 on the ground. Then that's right, you can attack. You can attack. I think that stays back actually. But I get in for 3 with any luck. Tangled Colony, that is a rare. 3/2, can't block. It makes X rat tokens. X is the amount of damage dealt to it this turn. Okay, very interesting. We could run into a lot of rats. Of course, we drew our other counter spell as well. We do have access to 2 blue, but it's going to cost us 4 mana because you don't really. Well, we could sacrifice a rat, of course. Then it's only going to be 3 mana. And we don't want to put out any more 1 toughness creatures. That's definitely the other thing going on. He hasn't got any huge creatures. A note. Yeah, lightness. No, lightness looter. Haven't got anything in the graveyard yet. Do we want to curse anything? No. Do we want to attack? Yes. But I think we just attack with that, and you might have to let it through. Yeah, why I did that. I need to, because I need to block, right? Fiery oh my god, Fiery Emancipation. I was trying to play 2 copies of this. It's an incredible card. I'm going to have to counter it because everything is doing... That's doing 6, 6, and that's doing 9. Okay, Fly gets through. Can't block with Lord Skitter, we take 5. Oh, interesting, yeah. Rankle's Prank is a good one. But before I even cast the Rankle's Prank, he's conceded. Shame. But I could obviously sacrifice 2 rats, you see, and make him lose 2 creatures of significance. Then he'll obviously... Yeah, oh, if he sacrifices his rat colony... I'm not doing any damage to it, so he doesn't get any rats, you see. Yeah. Okay. Up to 4 wins, pretty good. Yeah, best sealed this week, because I've gone 0-3, 2-3. A good way to finish off, I suppose. Wow, Barrow Naughty again. We've got a choice of 2 drops. We could go very defensive. We can have the Likeness Looter, but let's keep that. And I think we go Barrow Naughty first, because then we can slam down a Likeness Looter. We have lifelink. Yeah, we drew hatching plans, so this is the thing I wanted to do. Don't have a way of sacrificing it yet. We're going Barrow Naughty first. Black. It's the turn to Beanstalk Worm. It's going to play another land. It's the ramp deck. Okay, usually. This deck's usually pretty scary. Let's try and gain some life. We might need it. 1 life point, there we go. The last one we played, of course, didn't have, couldn't draw any lands. That's why we won. Okay, we've actually hit our planes. That's pretty nice. Do we bother bouncing a Gingerbrew? It could save us a bit. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Oh, Living Lectern is what we do, right? Then we've got a blocker. No, I think we sacrifice it immediately and we swing for 2 in the air. And we scry. Card. Swing for 2. Scry. Feed the Cauldron might be good. Well, he's got obviously a 5-drop, which I can't do much about. I've been hit with Feed the Cauldron. Yeah, I kind of played into that. But do you expect them to really have 2 removal spells in a green-black deck? I think only if you're unlucky they have 2 removal spells. Brave the Wilds. Oh. So you say you're making another creature. Okay, well I want to keep playing land. Now land out of the deck. So here's the brutal thing to do. Rankle's prank. Make him sacrifice. And make him discard 2 cards, maybe? And I discard Hatching Plans and Feed the Cauldron. So I don't have the combo of Hatching Plans just yet. He loses the forest. He's got to top deck another land to play his one. We could both lose 4 life as well. But I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to do that one. That one and that one. Don't need to Feed the Cauldron. We had Voracious Vermin. We had another small creature. Land? Is that a land? Did you top deck it? You did not top deck land, neither did I. I've got another giant. Tap land. Oh, Restless Cottage becomes a 4/4. When it attacks, you make a food token. And exile a card from a graveyard. So that is pretty good. Play my big creature. You can trade off the Beanstalk with this guy. See if if he top decked another removal spell. But what kind of removal spell does he need for a 6/5 that costs 6? Oh, Candy Grapple. So yeah, -3/-3, so we don't have anything to sacrifice, but we retain our big creature. Seems good, so that's what I'm going to do. Hit me with a 4/4. This is obviously Sorcery Speed, the spell. He makes a food, so he's going to gain 3 life in the long run. So that's pretty good. Just play the 6/5. I'm kind of presenting lethal, but he's got food he can sacrifice. Oh, right, 2/2 creature. Just going to draw land now. So this is 4 mana to make a creature. Yeah, I don't think he gets to do anything there. Attack. To have some food. then it's you can swing back and do 6 damage and gain 3 life. Basically. You'll only have 1 mana available. So he can't sacrifice his food. Okay, that might be the best Rankle's prank I'm going to do. So not only getting a sort of 2 for 0 in terms of creatures, making him discard the land he needed for his big creature. I think it delayed him like... Oh yeah, it was no land, tap land, so it delayed him 2 turns. Okay, 3 land is good. Barrow Naughty again. 2 drop, 3 drop, so yeah, and a removal. So good. Good opener, I think. We'll play the Crystal Grotto last. So we'll know what we need by the time we play it. Looks like we're going to need another land. Okay, there is another land. That's nice. No, this will not kill this thing or stop it making mana. So we just play a... So he can play something that's... Play 4 mana worth of creature this turn. Okay, drawing a card. Okay, another land. I'm going to play that land as well. I think my move here might be Living Lectern, sacrifice and put a token on the Barrow Naughty. Yeah, why not tap the plains? Come on. Yes, we draw a really good card. Get to scry for 1 as well. Do we want that swamp? Eventually we'll need 6 land, but I think not yet. We don't need that swamp yet. Living Lectern, a bit of a star in this run. I think it's definitely good to sack it early to boost up a flyer. Okay, young hero on Monador. Nice. Okay, so I think now it's definitely time to play the Crystal Grotto. We've hit 6 on the land basically. There we go, there's the Gatekeeper. Pretty cool. We haven't cast any spells yet, so we don't have anything to put on the top of the deck yet. Do we want to transmute something and make it a 1/1? Because it's actually, yeah, takes a 3/2 blocker away. But it's potentially quite wasteful if he's going to have a proper creature. Well, I think it might just be a good tempo play. Make this into a 1-1. Oh, it's tapped as well. Didn't realise that. It gets tapped, and we want to play Lord Skitter. Swing for 5. Scry, yeah, we know that's on top. Keep it there. And next turn we can bounce the Mana Dork. Oh, discard 2 cards. Well, he got land number 6, so I cannot cast that creature. I will bounce this Orc. See, that has Wicked Roll, so it's a 2-2 now. Yeah. So it could trade with my Sweettooth Witch. It's conceded. Okay, yeah. Yeah, how many games have had Barrow Naughty on turn 2? The majority, I would say. And of course, absolutely fantastic if you can put Sorcerer roll on it with Living Lectern. Right, 6-0. Now, what are the chances I run into just a brick wall of just bombs, bomb after bomb? I go 6-3. I think it's 50-50. I think I might struggle at this point. We'll see. I've had a bit too much good luck. What's at stake here? If I can actually win a 7th game, I get 2,200 gems. I'll actually get enough gems to buy the Wilds of Eldraine Mastery Pass. So that's my motivation. Okay, well, got the right mana for Ice Out. We're going 2nd, so Ice Out does not look good. Oh, well, we've got our trusty turn 2 Barrow Naughty we get every single game. So that's helpful. Transmuter's helpful. That's an early bounce spell. Yeah, he does not have a 1-drop creature, so that's good news. Okay, green and black food again. Yeah. Okie doke. Oh no, Sir Ginger, the Mealander. So it's a 3-1 with trample, hexproof, and haste. If an opponent controls a planeswalker. Well, good news, I don't have a planeswalker. Whenever another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, this gets a +1/+1, and you scry for 1. So food tokens, basically. Eating your food tokens makes this bigger. You can sacrifice him for some life points. And we have a Feed the Cauldron, so we can kill him. So that's, yeah, hopefully not a big problem. I'll actually go with the Barrow Naughty. I could bounce to the guy. See what he can follow up with. Tough Cookie. How appropriate. Hopeless Nightmare as well. Oh god. Okay. Right. Do we drop the Ice Out? Do we actually have the time to play a counter spell? No. I want to be proactive. I think I lose the counter spell here. Right, he might animate the food here and attack. I could look for my planes here. Right. This does more damage, so I think that's the one we're just going to bounce. They both cost 2. Oh, this makes food as well when it comes into play, so yeah, you bounce that one. I'm not going to block a 4/4, I'm going to just hit him. He might attack with the 2/2 as well, but I don't want to risk a combat trick. So I think yeah, I'm more scared of Sir Ginger, so I'm gonna kill him. You can sacrifice him, can't you? Oh no, you can't. You have to tap him to sacrifice him. Okay, I'm going to keep attacking. I'm not going to try and block with the Barrow Naughty. This is popped up to learn to turn into more food. It's the ultimate food deck we've got. Just gaining life. I think he meant to use Tough Cookie there. Okay, we have a significant card. Tap target creature, create. Yeah, Tough Cookie will go down to 1/1. I don't think it's a good use of that, to be honest. Get rid of Sir Ginger. And attack for 1. Feed the Cauldron. Yep, he is out of there. I'll keep. I won't sacrifice. I could sacrifice the food now. It does feel like we're in a little race. Yeah, the witch is a good one to play. He's quite a long way ahead on life, actually. So I might start eating my food. I almost want him to play a big creature so I can transmute it into a frog. Sacrifice the scrying 2. Become a huge creature. He sacrifices his food. I am gonna eat a food here. a bit scared now. Right, okay, we can put something useful on top, like Feed the Cauldron, which can kill a hollow scavenger. Yeah, that's just a good move, isn't it? He can make that a 5/4, basically. Okay. Keep swinging in the air, chipping away. Getting the feeling that this is going to be a long game. We'll put Feed the Cauldron on top. That's definitely going to do something. We're another turn away from getting a land, but that's okay. Oh, he has another Feed the Cauldron. Okay. Can make a 4/4 as well. Attack with everything. I will let that through. Okay. I'm more scared of Tough Cookie or the Hollow Scavenger. That's a good question. Although a good point here is I can make that into a 1/1, so it can only becomes a 3/3 when he sacrifices a food. I might live to regret this massively if he now plays a huge creature, but... And I could have attacked with that, I forgot I could do that. Bad. Never mind. And I'll end turn there. Okay, yeah. 4/4. Pretty good. Actually, what if I block like that? And he has to sack a food to do 3 damage with that. Not dead after all. Till end of turn. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Okay, so in response we'll have to kill the Tough Cookie. And we'll soak up maybe 7 damage, I guess. That gets sacked like that. Okay, take 7 damage. But yeah, the food goes back to normal. I do get something pretty impressive. I get a 3/4 creature. Oh, I get a Faerie Dreamthief, which is a fairy, which means good things. We need that land as well. I will attack with these 3. Go up to 6 life. But I've only got 2 blockers, maybe he's got something good. Okay, Beanstalk Worm. We luckily still have 1 curse left. Probably means either using up a rat or using up the food. I'm going to be very sensible and use up the rat. That can still go to 3/3. I'm going to attack like that. Maybe not. Let's attack like that. Because I don't want to lose the fairy and then lose my lifelink. Because I can still pump this up and get another point of power. Okie doke, right. I think I'll go ahead and attack with this, actually. What am I talking about? I'll attack with a 3/2. 1/3 as well. Yeah, let's attack with a 1/3. So I'm presenting lethal there. I'm doing 8 damage, except he's got loads of food. He's got 9 life extra. Yeah, you can trade off there. That's correct. The only way I'm going to get in trouble here is if he does have a board sweeper. So maybe I shouldn't play the giant. Oh, right, no. Okay, he's done well there. So, flash, flying. It's going to be an extra 3 damage on me next turn. Wasn't expecting that one. Okay. So sometimes by not playing the creature, you end up losing. Sometimes by playing the creature, you end up losing. You play into it. Okay, fairy fencing on that. Okay. Getting through with 3 damage, but he's trying to top deck a win here. If he can add 6 damage somehow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw a card and lose 1 life and hope. Can't think of anything that does 5 damage at instant speed. Direct to the dome. Safety first, use the food. I think safety first, use the food. I'm going to draw a few land. Okay. Play the Gatekeeper. We're obviously getting a bit battered in the air, I think. Let's hold back a blocker in the air. Getting some life. Okay. But he's got to deal with my big creature. He's got to deal with my flyer. He's getting to dig 2 cards deep. Maybe he finds something. He's found something on top he likes. Scavenger. So pump to 5/4 and trade with my Gatekeeper. We might just sort of take that on the chin, I suppose. And yeah, we could just wait. I mean, I suppose if my Alchemist gets through, we win in 14 turns. No, I think I'll wait. We can pump this up quite a lot, I suppose, as well. To be honest, we've got to block if he attacks with his wolf. We've got to block with the Gatekeeper. Now I think of it. He's got. I've got ice out, so yeah, I'm going to have to block, and I'm going to have to block there as well. That's all there is to it. If he's got something good, I can counter it. Doesn't counter abilities. Very fencing. It's iced out. Did pretty well there. Yeah. Well, he did scry for 2, so that's what he found. Okay, so this just does cursed roll. So we'll hold on to that. It does scry as well. Kind of want to do that, but it can copy a spell, but we won't worry about that. Rankle's Prank, discard 2. Oh my god. Nice top deck. Ouch. Okay, Living Lectern. Sacrifice it to draw a card, I think. Honestly. I'll submit 0 because there are no other creatures. I'll draw a land. Then he'll play like another wolf, and I won't have a blocker for it. That's the thing. But I was just looking for a quick win there, really. I'm impatient. Brave the Wilds. Oh, he gets a 3/3 creature, which obviously a 0/4 would have been perfect to block with. Does it have haste as well? Yeah, so I'm on 1. I need to top deck something. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, well, we can bounce that back to your hand. And I can play that as well. And you've got to top deck something now. Second Rankle's Prank to get the draw. Hollow Scavenger, the thing that literally trades off. Nice top deck again. So I'm going to attack. He just blocks. 5/4. I feel like that's the... It means I force him to do that before he draws his card, which could be a removal spell. So I think that's, you know, I have to do that. But that's pretty impressive. That's 3 Hollow Scavengers he's had. Oh, he's got Fell Horseman. Literally the... He's saying literally the best top deck he could possibly make, but a really good top deck. Now he's got 2 creatures, and yeah. I top deck a lot. Good game. Really good game. I just had a bit too much land at the end there. So he finished on 9 land. I had 9 land in play, but 2 in hand as well. And I got 2 of the giants, but he just had the right size of creature to trade off with. Okay, first loss. Yeah, it might be the 6-3. It suddenly got very tough. Okay, Wilds, Grotto, Island. Can bounce something, kill something. Play Lord Skitter on turn 3. Yes. We are going second. I think we're digging for a swamp. Somehow. Can always make white mana if we need it from Grotto. Candy Grapple this before it gets out of control. Do we just bounce it? Get the swamp. Don't get distracted, get the swamp. Right. Oh, we actually draw the planes, interesting. Yeah, Candy Grapple or bounce. I'm gonna say bounce it. Saves me a point of damage and basically breaks up his tempo a little bit. Okay, I think I've drawn 6 land, so it's definitely Crystal Grotto time. Okay, a little nice cheap creature. Candy Grapple. Yeah. No, I've got a really good play here, I think. Play the Skitter King. Just make him have that removal spell. So, only problem with Candy Grapple is he might, now he's got untapped mana, he might be able to save his knight. I think what we do is we attack with the with this guy. I mean that's risky. I think how about we wait till the combat phase, make a rat. attackers. And now I think I've done this in a terrible order, but we may have a spell of some kind. But I'm swinging for the fences here. I might have completely blown this. He's got a white hexproof card. I'm in trouble. Monstrous Rage. Okay, well, I didn't know about that. So, yeah, I forgot that card existed, and he can punish me there. Fair enough. I'll play a Dreamthief. We do not need that land. Liquid coin to kill me. It's very classy. Okie doke, here we go. So, Fell Horseman to bring back Lord Skitter. My first use of Fell Horseman is this time around. Playing pre-combat. So, I guess enchantments might come out of the graveyard at some point. I'm going to take out Savior of the Sleeping. Okay, 4/4 flyer, nice, okay. And this thing comes back when you sacrifice enchantments. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, I'll play my giant. No attacks. Nice, Sir Armon. So that's now 5/5 flyer. 6/6. And that's going to kill me in 3 turns. Impressive. So I can get food from the Sweettooth Witch, and that'll make it a 4-turn knockout. We have a jump blocker. Okay, that'll make it 5 turns then. Who's going to block Sir Armont if I attack with the Gatekeeper? Good question. Maybe I want... Yeah, I've got 7 mana. I can do Sweettooth Witch and Fell Horseman, and they can double block. I'll have 3 blockers available. I mean, Lord Skitter can be an emergency blocker, but yeah, he's nearly got lethal if he gets through with both of these guys. Okay, yeah, blocks one of those. Get through 8, so He's got to be a little bit careful, I would say. There is a question here. Okay, Sweettooth Witch. If I do Sweettooth Witch and the Naughty, I can still sacrifice the food to gain 3 life in an emergency. But I've got a chomp block Sir Armont. I'm going to play the Fell Horseman instead. Might be a mistake, we'll see. He would need, if he could take out my 3 blockers here and get 1 extra point of power, he wins. I'll be impressed if he can do that. He's got 3 cards though. Oh dear. That's pumped up. So that's 7/7. Doesn't have trample yet. Isn't that interesting? Did not even attack with the flyer. But you see what he's done. He's now bigger than my giant. So he is respecting my giant here. I think first thing I should do is draw a card with this. Right, the 2 biggest things, the 6 and the 3. Oh, yeah, that would have been good if he had small creatures, wouldn't it? I get through with 9 damage, by the way. And then if I hit him with food, that's 11 damage. It is a bit sort of swing for the fences. We hope he doesn't have a way of gaining lots of life. At instant speed. Let's do it. We figure this out, right? 9 damage. He's got 2 cards and 4 mana. If I mess this up, I still have a Barrow Naughty I could block with. And food I could eat, potentially. Except, for this plan to work, I do have to hit him with the food. Pie in the face. So he's timed that the right way, yeah. He's obviously going to kill that. So I think I've got to just put the question to him. Do you have something? No, we did it. Win number 7. Nice. Settled with a pie to the face. Very appropriate. Or a poison pie, you know, same deal. So I did 5 sealed. This is the only champion deck I've managed, trophy deck. I did have a 6/3, which was looking quite good. It sort of was on. I think I was 4-0, so I thought I had high hopes for that deck. Let's have a bit of a look at the deck. So yeah, blue-black control, I suppose. Well, not control. Blue-black aggro control. Because I've got a couple of counter spells and some cheap creatures. Yeah, it seems we had some alternatives, didn't we? So the other option, if we look at rares and mythics, Okay, yeah, I had Dawn of Hope, which made me think, oh yeah, white might be good with Twining Twins, but we didn't see Twining Twins very often. I think I did use the Exile once. We also had a blue-red land and a blue-red card, so I thought, oh, maybe blue-red is good. Let's see, red had 5 removal spells, so two torch the towers and 3 cut-ins. So that's cut-in it's 4 mana, it's sorcery speed, but it does 4 damage, and it gives you a young roll token. And I think I remember trying to use a 4 damage 4 mana sorcery before, and it's expensive and clunky. It's if it's too fast an environment, this is kind of a bad removal spell. So yeah, but the blue-black rares were more impressive. So we've got Likeness Looter, Lord Skitter, Twining Twins, and Rankle's Prank as well. So you can just play 4 of your 6 rares right off the bat. Good uncommons as well. Gadwick's First Duel. We had loads of Cursed Roll cards as our removal. We had 2 Diminisher Witches, and we had a Vantress Transmuter. So we've got 4 ways to deal with big creatures by giving them Cursed Roll and making them 1/1. But we could also deal with small creatures. I had 3 Beluna's Gatekeeper to bounce early creatures for 2 mana, which was great. We had freeze in place to stun something. So obviously that works on anything. We had a Candy Grapple. It's usually going to kill something small, but I think most things have less than 6 toughness. So it kills with the bargain option. It kills most things. Feed the Cauldron just kills small things, but gives you a food token, which is nice. So good, very good coverage of removal, and we had 2 ice outs. So I'm always a bit iffy on counter spells in limited because it's usually a pretty aggressive environment where people are rolling out creatures. If you're going second and you're in best of 1, you're going second. You don't really want a 3 mana counter spell. It's by the time you get your mana for your counter spell, have a couple of creatures out already, and it's too late. You can't afford to hold up mana. That's what it feels like. But we got away with it with a couple of ice outs this time. And the reason I wanted to play it was this Hatching Plans, which didn't quite come together. I think I had it in my opening hand once, and then I discarded it to Rankle's Prank because I didn't hit one of my bargain spells. I think we've got 5 bargain spells, so we've also got the Candy Grapple, and we've got something else. Yeah, I can't remember what. Probably some kind of creature, wasn't it? Diminisher Witch has bargain on it. That's right, the one that curses. Okay, yeah, 5 bargain spells. And yeah, we had this Likeness Looter rare as well. Just a nice cheap flyer. Never actually drew and discarded with it, or I don't think we even copied a creature card. It was just a 1/1 flyer for 2 mana the entire game. Some good moves, I would say. MVP was Barrow Naughty because I drew it in the opening hand in 8 games, probably 6 times out of 8, I would say. It'd be interesting to look at the VOD and see exactly how many times. And this is a good combination. Any small flyer is a good combination with Living Lectern and putting that sorcerer token on. My one regret with the Living Lectern was in the loss. When the board, we were both trying to top deck. I top decked a Lectern and I immediately sacrificed it for a card. And of course, he had a 3/3 creature the next turn with haste. So 2020 hindsight, obviously this would have been a perfect blocker, but I sacrificed it. I'm trying to... I think that was the game I lost. Yeah, it definitely was the game I lost, because he then top decked his Fell Horseman and got stuff back and played a Fell Horseman. So that was horrendous. You know, he had a Rankle's prank at just the right moment as well. But he was obviously playing green black. But yeah, Rankle's prank, my best one. I think I killed the 3/3 creature land, the green spell that permanently turns one of your lands into a green creature, and a gingerbread. What's he called? Gingerbrute. There we go. And made him discard his last 2 cards, so he lost his forest in his hand, so he couldn't get to 5 land and play his big creature. It delayed him for 2 more turns, I think. 3 more turns, I think. So that was fantastic. Yeah, very happy with this deck, and I actually got a Sweettooth Witch kill basically in the last game. Well, she supplied the 2 extra damage I needed to finish off my opponent there, who had 2 big creatures that were about to kill me. Lord Skitter's fantastic, and it was very nice the last game. Bringing him back with Fell Horseman after I possibly made a bit of a risky move and ran into a... I was a bit... I think you've just got to... sometimes you just want to be aggressive, don't you? But yeah, he face planted into a combat trick and got killed. I feel like, you know, Candy Grapple's instant, and I should use that, you know, in response to these things. But there you go. I thought I would get rid of a blocker and get more damage through. I think that was my reasoning. I think many would disagree. Yep. So pretty good deck. Yes. Yeah. The only thing was, I never actually sacrificed hatching plans, but I think it was a good idea to try it out. And the land was good. I think having 1 plains was fine. It didn't like ruin my mana base. I did only cast the Swift Spiral once, but that's fine. Yeah. Let's claim my winnings. With any luck, this gets me enough for the Mastery Pass. It does indeed. I won't have time to play another one of these. But yeah, that's definitely fun. Yeah, not bad getting in 5 sealed events when I'm obviously, I'm not just a lot busier at the moment, so it feels pretty good. Anyway, I think that is the video, so thanks for watching.